Welcome back to Free Art Wednesday, where I randomly select one person who supports my channel by commenting, liking, and subscribing. Help me build my channel, I give out free art. The pieces scrolling by are recent examples of other artwork of mine, some of them being for past Free Art Wednesdays, so a little tease to what you might be able to win for yourself. The winner is selected on Friday with a random comment selector, and then my goal is to have the artwork and video done by the following Wednesday. I also have a hidden prompt buried in the video at some point that if you complete, you win a free item over on Wajas. For last week's Free Art Wednesday, here is the winner, Tabby Queen. They wanted me to draw their Wajas Zona. How did you like the intro with Apollo? That's what I get when I ask my friends to make me an intro for YouTube. A fire farting Apollo. Thanks, Fatal. It's appreciated. He is going to make me something different, but it was pretty funny, so I didn't want it to go to waste. So last week I started to answer questions Sadie collected through the social media games that she's been running. So figured I would start there where I left off. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them down below and I'll see about answering them. So the first question is from Word Wolf. What is your favorite breed of Waha to draw? Which breed or marking do you find the most challenging? I honestly don't draw a lot of Wajas usually. I mostly do items, pets, and wallpapers for item updates. If you were to ask for collecting, it would probably be normal, followed up by Arctics. And I say Arctics, I don't have a ton of them, but they're new. But I just love the artwork. I think we did an amazing job on the Arctics. That's one of my favorites for sure. The marking I struggle with the most is probably Samsara, which is why it took so long for us to release that marking. Nobody wanted to draw it. In the end, we made a stamp and divided up the breeds amongst ourselves, so each of us only had to do just a few. Next question is from Ash34075. Where do you see the site in 10 years or more? Will be fun to look back on. I hope that we will be doing really good in 10 years. Maybe we'll have a mobile app by that point, maybe some official toys, more merchandise. I hope that we are still going and going well. The next question is from Lady M826. How do you balance being a business owner but also participating in the community you created? I am really bad at balancing out all of my jobs, I guess I would call it. Sometimes I get really into the community and will post and play games and do this and that, and like I'm super active. Then I'll disappear for a while. I get burnt out really quickly on certain things, mostly anything, I guess. So like it's something that I'm working on. I have to learn how to better balance things. Like I have the same struggles with balancing working on Wajas versus like family time, or working on the dolls versus self-care. Like I struggle in this area. This is something that I'm working on with my therapist because I do struggle with depression and anxiety. So it's we're finding that it's one of those main things that can sometimes complicate those types of mental struggles. So we're trying to figure that one out. So how do I balance being a business owner and participating in the community? I guess I don't balance. I just do what I can when I can and hope that it's good enough. But it's a work in progress. So not the best answer, I'm sure, but that's the reality of it, I guess. I find that when something really catches my attention, I will fixate on it and spend all my free time doing whatever that interest happened to be until it burns me out. Then I'll have a break and look into other things, which will only make my procrastination worse because that thing that I fixated on is just kind of not an interest anymore, or at least I need to take a good break from it. Like I was really doing the dolls and I had that big release and I took like a month off because I got pretty burnt out. Now I'm back in it and that's all I think about is the dolls and what I want to do next. And I recently got some new armature for the dolls that really is a game changer. I'm so excited to get the doll done and do a photo shoot and just show all the stuff the doll can do. This armature is incredibly sturdy and very, stable and flexible. Like it's a super awesome armature and I'm so excited for it. So whenever I get time, I just want to work on the doll. I want to get the doll done so that I can play with it. The one that I'm working on now it's turning out pretty cool, I think. I've actually started pouring molds and putting resin into said molds, not moles. And I'm making resin casts of paws and heads, which has saved a lot of time. But not only that, it makes it so that the final product will be a little bit more predictable, and if you drop it, it's not going to shatter. So that's the other thing that I've been working on, just trying to make my dolls more stable, less fragile, so they'll be a little more forgiving. And I want to try to save some time so that I can try to make them a little more affordable. I hate releasing such expensive dolls where only a select few get an opportunity to get one because of how expensive they are. So I'm definitely trying to tinker around with things and see what I can do to make them more affordable and easier to make, just so we can spread that tangible Wajas love. Anyway, I kind of went on a tangent there. For the prompt, maybe let me know what you think about the posable dolls. Any feedback on the ones I've made, what you liked or disliked. And that, my friends, is where I'm going to leave this video. Please, if you haven't already, please consider commenting, liking, and subscribing. I truly appreciate the support. Stay safe, stay healthy, and until next time, I'll catch you later.